Life in rural America. It can carry challenges that you just don't see in the big city, especially on election day. We traveled to one of the most remote towns in the country to see how people are making sure a different life doesn't mean less access to rights like voting. It's the kind of place that likes being far away.
I can grow my own food, I can grow my own meat.
Sam Van Wetter works to make sure the voices of tiny Boulder aren't lost in the massive landscape of southern Utah.
I think our voting system is designed for folks who live in metropolitan areas and can, on their way home, just walk another block or two to go to a polling place and cast their ballot there.
He works with the Rural Utah Project to make sure people off the beaten path have the same options as the rest of America. Because here on election day, typically the only polling location in this county isn't a few blocks away.
You have to drive 2.5 hours to the west to the county seat where you can vote in the courthouse.
The seclusion makes voting by mail the preferred option. But as many parts of America worry if post offices can handle all the ballots, Sam fears here in the most rural corners of the country, there is larger room for error.
You have to work in advance and be proactive to get your ballot in.
Those who worry a ballot could be lost or won't arrive on time could be out of luck.
I don't trust it. I think that the votes can be screwed up big time when all get counted, so I don't like it.
The only place to turn in your ballot by hand or vote in person is the county clerk's office, that 2-hour drive away.
If you're working or maybe you're an older person that doesn't feel comfortable making that drive, it just means you don't get your ballot turned in. And that's happened just more often than I'd like to hear about.
Sam wants local leaders to provide ballot drop boxes across the county.
It would enable us to drop the ballot a day or two before the election.
We talked to the county clerk who told us drop boxes probably won't happen this fall, citing confidence in years of mail-in voting, but also saying Boulder is just too far away.
There are too many barriers to vote, and living in a rural place gives you a few more barriers.
Distance, Sam is making sure, isn't an obstacle in taking part in the most American of duties.
There are many different ways to live as an American, and we need systems that account for everyone and don't leave anyone without a vote in the dark.